Okay, this is my video on the strategy I think is necessary to beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. First and foremost, I have to say that I am a fan of Floyd Mayweather. His promotion in and out the ring is superb, second to none, and that just the evidence in that is he's the highest paid boxer first and foremost, and he's taken sports entertainment to a whole different level. So you can say what you like, you can hate Floyd Mayweather all you like, but you name any other fighter in the history of boxing that's earned the sort of money that Floyd Mayweather is making. For you to hate him or to love him, he's doing a damn good job. And when a man is extremely good the way he is, and the amount of people that want to see him get beat and have tried to see him get beat, and through all that he has come out on top, I think the man needs to be given credit, you know. But anyway, so somebody's saying to me, so why are you doing the video on how to beat Floyd Mayweather? Well, because it seems that a lot of these trainers don't seem to have a clue, and a lot of the boxing fans out there don't seem to have a clue. The obvious thing people think is, oh, well, to beat Floyd Mayweather, you got to put lots of pressure on him. But like 44 have tried and 44 have failed, which obviously means if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results, well, that's insanity. That's madness. So you have 44 guys trying to rush Floyd Mayweather. 44 guys have gotten beat and have come up short, which means that does not work. So you have to ask yourself the question, what does work? And I had a good think about this. And if you're going to fight a guy who is exceptionally talented, you can't come with a mediocre game plan. So to say, oh, I'm just going to go out there and just bum rush him, well, that's just a mediocre game plan, which may work with 95, 96% fighters. But, you know, Mayweather's in a different category. He's in a different category. And so therefore you have to administer the right tactics and strategy, and you have to have exceptional strategy. So here's the game plan. First and foremost, you have to study Floyd Mayweather. Okay? And Canelo now is going to have the think tank around him that think that they are the people, the experts at how to beat Floyd Mayweather. Well, Mosley and De La Hoya themselves have both been beaten by Mayweather. Okay? So what they can say in terms of their advice is not as what not to do. In terms of Mosley, if you get him hurt, get him out of there. Mosley threw his best shot in the second round, significantly hurt Mayweather more than any other fighter has, and couldn't get him out of there for whatever reason. De La Hoya had a good game plan, mixed up lots of punches and threw a lot of fast combinations, but De La Hoya down the stretch has always tired badly, and so therefore in the second half of the fight, Mayweather, as we know, is an exceptionally well conditioned fighter, and down the stretch he goes on, he kicks on, where a lot of fighters are tired. And here's another thing, when you come out of one game plan, which is to come out and pressure, okay, and if you've never boxed before, then you won't understand this. But if you've trained and your strategy is to go out there, and your trainer said all you have to do is go out there and pressure him, and you're getting hit every time you try and throw a punch, you're getting hit with 2 and 3 punches. Every time you throw a punch, the person's hurting you. When you throw your punches, they're being blocked. That is mentally draining. That's mentally draining. And so forget the physical part of it, that's mentally. So if you're mentally gone, if you're mentally beaten, right, and this guy has taunted you throughout the press conferences, got inside your head, and all you're thinking is, I just want to knock him out. Well, you've lost the fight already. And then you're going there, and every time you go, oh, boom, you get hit with a punch, boom, you get hit with a punch, boom, you get hit with a punch. And then your trainer calls and say, just hit him. I mean, that's not going to help. So let's put the pressure strategy to one side a second, and let's look at ways to how I think you can beat Floyd Mayweather. First and foremost, I I think you need to have a very good jab. You need to have a very good left jab. A left jab, for me, beats speed. If you've got a very good left jab, you can keep a guy off balance with a left jab. Okay? If you look at the Cotto fight, Floyd was getting hit, and Cotto's not known for his jabs. He's known for his hooks and getting you on the inside. But he was hitting Floyd with the left jab. So the left jab is a key punch here. So you need to have a very good left jab. In terms of a punch, you need to be a power puncher. And I mean a one-punch knockout artist. Now, by the time I finish creating this fighter, he's going to be an exceptional fighter. But like I said in the beginning of my video, you need to be exceptional to beat Floyd Mayweather. Or Father Time has to come in and it needs to get beaten by age. Okay, so you need to have a good left jab, right? And then you need to have knockout power, preferably in both hands. You need, when that fight starts, to be able to put the fear of God in Floyd. I mean, like when Floyd comes forward to you and he makes a mistake and you hit him hard, he'll think twice before coming in. Okay, which means that that's a game plan that's changed. So he's changed strategy there. The third thing is you need to have a decent chin. You need to have a very good chin, because Floyd hits harder than advertised. And you see, Floyd hits hard enough and respectable enough that you just can't come in there and walk him down. Alright? Because he hit you and he can hurt you. Did it with Cotto, even at upper, a light middle, he was able to hurt Cotto significantly enough. So Floyd hits hard enough. Don't be fooled by, oh, he hasn't knocked everybody out. He hits hard enough. So he might not be a one-punch knockout specialist at light middle or welter. I mean, he did it with Ricky Hatton, but Ricky Hatton was getting hit all night long, and Ricky Hatton's got no form of defense. So I don't really think that's a prime example. And Ortiz is not another one. He's another one who's not defensively aware. So you need to have, you need to have a decent defense as well, and know how to block punches, and not just come forward in straight lines. So another thing, so you need to have a good tight defense, and be a good counter puncher. So when you're using your jab, for example, you use your jab and feint. So you throw your jab, feint, and make Floyd make the commit. And as he commits, then you hit him hard with a straight right hand or a left hook, whatever. But you've got to be there to counter, and counter hard anytime Floyd decides to come in, which will disrupt his game plan. Footwork, key. Floyd's got excellent footwork. The way he's able to get in and out of range, hit you with a shot and get away from it. Floyd's got the best straight right hand in business. I don't care what anybody tells me. He's got the best straight right hand in business. He hits you with a straight right hand and then moves away at the angles. So he hits you, and by the time you got to move, he's at the side. Okay, so you need to be in a position where you've got good footwork. You need to have good footwork. Speed is key as well. Slow punching is a no-no against Floyd. He's going to counter punch you. A high work rate. You need to have a high work rate, because Floyd down the stretch, again, it's key. You need to be able to match Floyd down the stretch. You need a boxing brain. Alright? You need to have a boxing brain. And what I mean by that is, if you see Floyd constantly hit you with a straight right hand, and you just constantly keep taking that straight right hand, i.e. Guerrero, i.e. Mosley, i.e. Oscar De La Hoya, these are all very good fighters. But this is why I say about Floyd being exceptional. If you keep getting hit with a straight right hand all the time, you've got to find some way of blocking it, countering it, moving out the way of it. Now, all these supposed great trainers that these guys have trained with, they gotta understand that Floyd's best punch is his right hand, his straight right hand. So how do you counter that? Are you gonna slip inside the right hand? Are you gonna throw a left hook? Are you gonna double up your jab when he decides to throw that right hand? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna step back? Are you gonna step to the side? So these are things. So footwork, knowing your range as well. So being able to throw your punches and get out of the way when Floyd decides to throw his. So those are some of my strategy to beating Floyd Mayweather. You need to work Floyd. You need to fight Floyd when Floyd's taking a break. When Floyd decides to take a break, that's when you got to put punches on. And short, fast flurries and get away. Short, fast flurries and get away. Okay? So if you're not looking to knock Floyd out here, you're looking to outpoint him, which means throw your shots, get in and get out. Get in and get out. Okay? An ideal example is someone like De La Hoya or even Amir Khan. I'm not talking Amir Khan. I'm talking about aspects of what Amir Khan does. In and out. Those fast flurry combination punching. Not looking to knock Floyd out, but looking to score points. And then make him have to chase the fight in the second half of the fight. Which means you can turn into becoming a counter puncher while he's chasing the fight. And he may walk onto something. And that's the sort of strategy I would put in place for Floyd. The other thing is, in your corner, you need to have a trainer that doesn't just watch fights on the screen. I mean, you know, oh, if you're watching Floyd and this is what Floyd does, oh, he does that right there, he doesn't do that right there. We've got many game plans. When it comes to the fight time now, why is your fighter always getting hit with the same punch over and over and over and over again? You can't be a very good trainer. So then what you do, you go back to the trainer you've got in the corner. The trainer should be able to say, okay, look, you're getting caught with that straight right hand here, slip to the sides, slip under the punch. And you've got to be able to, you know, practice what you're going to experience inside the ring. With Floyd, okay, there's no one else like Floyd, but at least if you can prepare yourself, at least try and push yourself to that limit to prepare yourself for those situations. At least you have some sort of game plan. But if you're just walking in there just trying to put pressure on a fighter without any other game plan, there's a problem there and you're going to come unstuck. So these are some of my ideas of how I think that Floyd can be beaten. Size, poundage, being bigger than Floyd. I don't think necessarily being bigger is going to be being better than Floyd. When you're extremely big, like someone like Andre Ward, it's different altogether. But I don't see anybody in the welterweight division giving Floyd those sort of problems. So, see, I think people may laugh at me. I think Oscar De La Hoya had the best chance of beating Floyd Mayweather, and I'll say it this way: because Oscar De La Hoya had the opportunity, he had a good chin, he had good punch power. Don't know if his punch power was as good at light middle. I think it was a better puncher at welterweight. So at welterweight, the hand speed, he had good hand speed. His footwork was okay. Got a good chin. Defense, it's okay. Oscar does move. He can be a bit robotic, but does move. But the key thing about Oscar is his hand speed. His hand speed is pretty decent, and he could flurry. But again, the drawback of Oscar De La Hoya is if game plan A doesn't work out, he seems to get a little lost and to get frustrated. And the second thing is Oscar runs out of steam in the second half of the fight. But I think Oscar De La Hoya, that sort of style, all-round boxer, can brawl, can box, can counter punch. You know, he's got a good left hook, he's good right hand. Oscar was really more of his left hook was his left hook was his key punch or his best punch. His right hand was okay, but really Oscar knocked everyone out with his left hook. So, but he was a good combination puncher. I know this is a bit far-fetched. A guy like I think Ray Leonard and Ray Robinson for sure, because he's a man who had flowing hand speed, counter punching ability, speed, good footwork, you know, would match Floyd and beat Floyd in areas, and had a boxing brain, and a great chin, you know, great combination puncher, can fight on the inside, can fight on the outside, lateral movement. Yeah, it's a Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, and you know, we talk about exceptional fighters here. That's my thoughts, those are my views. This is not hugging, this is just my opinion of a guy who hasn't been beaten. And you need to find something that is exceptional to beat an exceptional fighter. Can Canelo do it? No, I don't think he can. I don't think he can. What does Canelo bring to the table that all those other fighters didn't? He doesn't have a great work rate. He hasn't got the greatest defense. He's a plodder. Let's be fair, he's a plodder. Canelo's best chance in his fight is because of weight. But even then, if he's coming down in weight, is that going to be a problem later on in the fight? And as you saw in the Austin Trout fight, in the later rounds, Canelo does have short bursts, quick bursts. But the record that he's had, in his whole record, it suggests that he does do flurries from time to time. But he's not got the greatest work rate. So on work rate alone, Floyd beats him. On speed, Floyd beats him. On boxing ability, Floyd beats him. On counter punching, Floyd beats him. So where are we looking at Canelo being the great hope? You got to think to yourself, How is he going to do it? Is he going to outpoint Floyd? The only thing you could think is he's going to try and outmuscle Floyd. Well, like I said before, you can't just go and put pressure on Floyd. It has to be educated. And when people talk about educated pressure, that means you're going to put pressure, meaning you could draw the leads. You could make a fighter commit and then counter him. That's putting pressure on a fighter, because a fighter is having to think about what he's doing and taking him out of comfort zone. That's pressure. You know, moving to his left hand side, where or moving towards his right hand, you know, making him have to use his left hand more, or moving towards his left hand, making him have to shoot the right hand in a different way. So it's just different ways. But you don't see a lot of that with Floyd. You see guys coming straight ahead, and you would think by now fighters would have a different strategy. Maybe Canelo will do something out of the extraordinary and beat Floyd. I didn't think he'd beat Trout. I wasn't totally convinced in his performance against Trout. The knockdown was impressive, I give him that. But other than that, I didn't think Canelo looked that great. Give him credit, he beat Trout, but it didn't impress me. And Floyd is... I love Austin Trout, but he's no Floyd Mayweather. So those are my thoughts on how I think you would beat Floyd Mayweather. What do you think? What do you think as a boxing fan how you beat Floyd Mayweather? I've heard this conversation before. Some people have said you need a sledgehammer, you need a baseball bat. You know, but seriously, if you were a trainer, there are trainers I've interviewed, there are fighters I've interviewed, how would you beat Floyd Mayweather? And I also think that the fight begins with Floyd Mayweather in the press conferences. That's where I think it happens. The big fight is there, because you need to be mentally switched on. And every fighter I know that's gone in and fought Floyd has been riled one way or another. Floyd's found a way to get under their skin. Oh, that Floyd says this, that Floyd, I just want to shut him up. Well, that's Floyd Mayweather. If he's shutting, that's how Floyd he's making his money, by having that mouth. Like, get it, you fighters. The guy must be doing something right. Okay, anyway, that's enough about that. Let me know what you guys think. Rate, subscribe, leave your comments. I'm going to try and do a few more videos like this now, because I've looked at my views recently on videos, and it seems to me that the videos where I do a lot more talking about things, matters, thoughts, seem to get quite a good amount of views, so I'm going to start doing it more often. That's me. I'm out. Thanks for watching.